Do subscribe to the channel. India's Hunger Challenge. India has lifted 135 million people out of poverty. However, malnutrition remains an onerous challenge. About hunger. The Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, defines hunger as the habitual, or chronic, consumption of too few calories to provide the minimum dietary energy an individual requires to live a healthy and productive life. It is an uncomfortable or painful physical sensation caused by insufficient consumption of dietary energy. It is one of the significant manifestations of poverty. India's achievements till date with regard to hunger and poverty. According to the Multidimensional Poverty Index, MDPI, prepared by the NITI Aayog, from 2015-16 to 2019-21, India lifted 135 million people out of poverty. When India got freedom in 1947, more than 80% of people were in extreme poverty, which today hovers around 15% as per MDPI and about 11% based on income criterion, $2.15 PPP. The UNDP has estimated that India lifted 415 million people out of poverty, MDPI, over the period 2005-06 to 2019-21. India seems to be on track to almost abolish poverty in the next 5 to 10 years. On hunger, at least in terms of food availability, India has done well. Challenges of hunger. Poverty. Poverty restricts food choices and has been the causative factor of hunger-related deaths. The persistent high prices of food items and the regional disparities in terms of development affects the people to afford balanced nutrition. Associated factors. Hunger and the related malnutrition are the result of various associated factors ranging from water, sanitation, access to food items. A person's nutritional quotient is also dependent on demographic factors like gender, caste, age, etc. For instance, the nutritional needs of girl, child and elderly are not adequately addressed in our society. Climate change. Erratic rainfall and increasing frequency of extreme events have impacted agricultural activities everywhere, creating unfavorable conditions for food production. Climate variability affecting rainfall patterns and agricultural seasons, and climate extremes such as droughts and floods, are among the key drivers behind the rise in hunger, together with conflict and economic slowdowns. Lack of effective implementation of policies. Another important reason behind the persistent hunger is the poor implementation of the schemes and policies. The Integrated Child Development Services, ICDAs, and the National Health Mission, NHM, have not achieved adequate coverage. Non-communicable diseases. The rising burden of cardiovascular and other non-communicable diseases in India, particularly among the rapidly growing middle class, is strongly linked to diet and nutrition. Consequences of the prevalence of hunger in India. Malnutrition. Hunger leads to inadequate intake of essential nutrients, which can cause malnutrition, stunting, and wasting among children and adults. Malnutrition can lead to impaired physical and cognitive development, weakened immune systems, and a higher risk of diseases. Health problems. Hunger can lead to several health problems such as anemia, low birth weight, micronutrient deficiencies, and other diet-related diseases like diabetes and cardiovascular diseases. Poverty. Hunger can lead to poverty, as people may not be able to work and earn an income due to a lack of food and energy. Hunger also increases healthcare costs and reduces productivity, which can perpetuate poverty and inequality. Education. Hunger also affects education, as children who suffer from hunger are more likely to miss school, have poor concentration, and drop out of school. Social unrest. Hunger can lead to social unrest and conflict, as people may resort to violence to obtain food or other basic needs. GOFT. Initiatives to tackle hunger in India. Eat Right India Movement, an outreach activity organized by the Food Safety and Standards Authority of India, FSSAI, for citizens to nudge them towards eating right. Poshan Abhiyan, launched by the Ministry of Women and Child Development in 2018, it targets to reduce stunting, undernutrition, anemia, among young children, women and adolescent girls. Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandana Yojana, a centrally sponsored scheme executed by the Ministry of Women and Child Development, is a maternity benefit program being implemented in all districts of the country with effect from the 1st of January 2017. Food fortification. Food fortification or food enrichment is the addition of key vitamins and minerals such as iron, iodine, zinc, and vitamin A and D to staple foods such as rice, milk and salt to improve their nutritional content. National Food Security Act, 2013. It legally entitled up to 75% of the rural population and 50% of the urban population to receive subsidized food grains under the targeted public distribution system. Mission Indradhanush. It targets children under 2 years of age and pregnant women for immunization against 12 vaccine-preventable diseases, VPD. Integrated Child Development Services, ICDS, scheme, launched in 1975. The ICDS scheme offers a package of 6 services to children in the age group of 0-6 years and pregnant and lactating mothers.